Hello everybody, my name is Hương. Today I will tell you about my favorite film, The Turning Red. In Pixar's latest animated film, Turning Red transforming into a red panda is at the heart of the story. The story of the film tells that the female members of the May family from time immemorial have had the ability to transform into red pandas whenever they feel emotional. Not only May, but also May's mother, Mrs. Ming, grandmother May, and May's aunts have all transformed into red pandas, but not everyone's size is the same. Turning red and the lesson to release emotions. Excessive pressure can destroy yourself. According to the film, in the past, transforming into a red panda helped the women of the May family to protect themselves and their loved ones when the men were forced to go to war. But in modern times, transfiguration is troublesome, so on the night of blood moon, a sealing ritual will be performed to confine the red panda's soul to a specific object. During May's sealing ceremony, she decided to keep her red panda and ran off to see her favorite band's concert for Star Town. Her actions angered her mother. Mrs. Ming's shouting Emily cracked. Her emotions exploded out, overwhelmed her mind, and she turned into a red panda. However, it is worth noting that Mrs. Ming's panda is supergiant, about the size of Godzilla. May's red panda is clearly visible, much smaller than the mother panda's nose. When May's grandmother and aunt transform, their red pandas are only slightly larger than May's, not as big as Mrs. Ming's. Turning red even directly answers why Mrs. Ming has such a large appearance, but viewers can still offer some explanations for this, possibly because Mrs. Ming's emotions have been repressed for so long. For years, she has tried to suppress them instead of trying to work through them and allow herself to express them in healthier ways. Transforming into a red panda is turning red symbolizes the expression and release of emotions. May reveal her true feelings quite early. She is disappointed, sad, dissatisfied when her father interferes too deeply in her private life. She controls and overrides when she paints a picture of a boy, and that night while sleeping, May turns into a red panda. Mrs. Ming, on the contrary, hid them, her true feelings lying dormant inside for a long time, just waiting to explode unpredictably. The pent-up too much or too long made Mrs. Ming's red panda huge. Turning Red has been compared to Inside Out because it deals with both healthy, emotional release, although each film has a different way of expressing sad misses. It can be seen that because Mason reveals her true feelings, her red panda is more and cute. Not only that, but she can easily control it like transforming at any time. May's red panda symbolizes her personality, her true self, a version of go to the dogs, instead of the alternate cover. So instead of being scared, May's friends also love it, and she herself loves her red panda. In contrast, Mrs. Ming's red panda is a pain of sadness and self-pity. So when it loses, it is difficult to control, causing great harm, such as a sweep can destroy half the stadium. There are no good emotions and bad emotions. This message was once mentioned by passages in inside out. Not every happy is a good emotion, and sad is a past emotion. But the emotions that appear are for each person to recognize and react to the problems that come their way. Learning to control and regret emotions is a good thing to do, but that doesn't mean ignoring it and trying to hide it. Being honest with your feelings is the best way to balance yourself. That's the end of my presentation. Thanks for your listening.